Welcome back to Let's Play Rowan's Overlord. It's the 8th of April now, and if Bill Scott enters the operations room, he'll be sent straight to the CO's officer, commanding officer. Apparently there's a promotion coming up. Squadron Leader Bill Scott. Sounds good, doesn't it? You've been going from strength to strength. Well, it sounds good. It's not necessarily quite that good, really, because it means we become now Squadron Leader, and that means the game becomes more difficult. Targets are now medium, and enemy activity is beefing up to medium as well, and of course we have limited fuel and ammo now. If we want to go back to another difficulty, we can do that, but actually, actually Squadron Leader is a second highest difficulty can play with. So let's hit the op rooms again, and it's going to be another ranger. HQ wants us to stir up some trouble. The route is shown on the map. Today we cross the coast at Caen and turn back for home at Argenton. Panzer tank units with support units have been photographed south of Caen. The radar stations in the area are worth our attention. Coastal Watch Station is northwest of Caen. And to the east of that, there is an aircraft early warning station. So northwest and east of Caen, there are radar stations. In the area, there are a small number of rail spurs running into small woods. It is suspected that these woods are hiding enemy supplies. The mission will consist of 2 fights of Typhoons. Make a low approach, then climb as you near the coastal turning point. The mission will have an escort of 2 flights of Mustangs, thank God, which will fly above and behind you. Each aircraft will be armed with rockets and cannon, but external fuel tanks will not be fitted. Any questions? No, I think we're good. Gonna hit the airstrip and go flying. And I'll hit enter straight away and lock onto enemy aircraft apparently over there. In that case, probably a good idea to get as much speed as we can. I'll hit Shift F to avoid being the fixed view on just that aircraft in case something else gets closer to us. Let's also let's hit Shift F8 as well, see where the ground target, that is the city of Caen, is. Right, that's right there. Okay, enter again. Oh, see, another enemy this time. Here's the closest one. Of course, just spotting the enemy was probably one of the biggest difficulties for pilots in World War II, actually. So this set of keys you can use to sort of lock onto enemy planes is a great service. Let's see, can we get on the sails of any of these? We dropped a bit much here. Let's hope that wasn't any of ours, but let's then see if we can get on the tail of this bandit here. I don't think we're really behind him. He's turning to come at us, isn't he? We also need to get enough speed to sort of catch up. That other Typhoon is going faster than us apparently. I did slow down to try and get time to aim. That seemed to be a pretty bad idea, really. But alright, I know in reality you really wanted to be above whatever you were chasing, so you could sort of oh my goodness, there's a bandit on my tail. That's not good. Do a little spin around here. Oh, I can't see any. Maybe I managed to shake him, I don't know. Of course that little turn let that other bandit get further away. Still one on my tail? From the other, actually from Typhoon 1. I thought I was Typhoon 1. again. Let's see. 1, that's me. 2, I can hit shift 2, that's one of the Mustangs. Shift 3, nothing. Shift 4, nothing. That, actually, yeah, that's another Typhoon. So where is Typhoon 2? I don't really know. And what the heck is that? That's just one of my friends, isn't it? That's the other Typhoon, isn't it? Now, in World War II, you'd want to be above your enemy so you could dive at it, fire, and then gain enough speed to get away if you missed. In this game, though, I hate being above them because then they're so hard to see against the ground below it. They're much easier to see if outlined against the sky, and I'm also actually going to slow down a bit because it just might give me more time. I mean, I don't want to go straight past them. Oh, is somebody else firing on them? I think the other Typhoon is doing just that. Oops, that was a plane crash. Let's hit Alt X and get out of there. And according to what's his name, Paul Glue, things are hotting up. Can't be long now before the invasion starts. No. I got a bit careless there. Really wanted to down the bastard, and so I was so close. You know, I had such an excellent shot, and I was a bit annoyed that he managed apparently to get away. So I wanted to get closer, and I got too close. Went too fast and bumped in him. So fortunately, there's the magical power of the French resistance, able to get Bill Scott back to safety somehow. So, I think after this encounter he's going to go straight to bed. Sleep till the next day, which, well, unfortunately there's bad weather, so flying will be scrubbed today. That's a shame. It's going to be a spell of bad weather. Now, it's now the 10th of April, and if we look at go to the ops room, look at the campaign status, yeah, look, the enemy activity has picked up actually during our days of inactivity and bad weather. That's not good at all, of course. Luftwaffe has dropped still below sort of acceptable standards, but yeah, enemy defenses are very active. Transport not that active, so I can get to plan my own route. All right. I think maybe a radar station then, because that's part of the enemy's defenses, isn't it? Go through the sort of general stuff. The Luftwaffe must be forced out. Transport plan is devised. That's bridges, marshalling, and Australia's rolling stock. Enemy's defences include coastal batteries, radar sites, and build of army equipment. So I think then we should maybe head for a radar station or something. We've wrecked one at Febcamp. Well, we haven't hit any of the coastal batteries. They are hard to hit with rockets, but it should be doable. Maybe we can deal with one of them. Merville Battery is inland, slightly to the west of Cherbourg. Cherbourg would be there, I suppose. Then again, heading out their radar stations should theoretically... I don't think it's really represented that way in the game, but sort of theoretically, they need radar to see the enemy fighters and bombers coming in, don't they? So if we can knock that out, we'll have an easier time, theoretically. So that will perhaps be a higher priority target for the AEAF at this point. Femdeville radar site is very near Cherbourg. HQ of the headquarters of the enemy signal service. This is a priority target. Destroying it would bring the enemy's command function into disarray. In other words, that's something we really ought to hit. The site, which is on the coast road, is easily distinguished by the set of 4 aerial structures. And the large admin blocks should also be targeted. Or maybe we could head straight for Cherbourg then. Plan a route to Cherbourg. And I don't want to go very far actually from there, Saint-Lô. Well, alright. Radar stations in the area worth their attention. Northwest of Cherbourg is one important one. And one very near to Cherbourg. There are tanks close to Saint-Lô. And 2 flights of Typhoons. But no escort! Ouch, that's the problem with the rhubarb missions. You don't get an escort. That's bad. I'm gonna save. Because this might be really, really tricky, especially at this difficulty, because difficulty has been upped a lot. And if there are enemies right over there, straight ahead. The radar station, on the other hand, is over there, isn't it? You know, I just can't resist the temptation. I'm gonna go after one of these gunboats. Those Jerry's are gonna sneak up on my tail. Okay, got one boat at least, and also got battered pretty badly. Yeah, I know I'm under attack, Mr. Wingman, sir. Still got 6 miles away from those blasted enemy fighters, so let's see if we can do something. I think this is the radar station that was such a priority target. Those structures look a lot like radar to me, like huge radar somethings. We should also hit the admin blocks, they said. That was a miss. It's gonna be another miss. Alright, probably not crash into them. We can avoid it. Alright, those fighters there are actually quite far away, so I'm gonna come in for another turn. Use my last rocket and then switch to guns. Try and knock out some of the actual radar things, like that one, for example. Now that was quite successful. Alright, those guys are still bugging us. Oh! What the heck was that? That was flak, probably, wasn't it? Plain and simple. Oh! Our fellow Typhoons went into combat over there with those. Alright, well they've provided cover while we went for the radar site, I suppose. They bought us some time. I'll try and put that to good use. See if I can strafe the... See if my guns can do some damage to the place. Alright. Almost completely... My engines are almost completely knocked out now, so it's probably a good idea to head for home. Taken way too much anti-aircraft. Fire, basically. But those enemy fighters are still far away from us. It's as if they haven't really found me. So I think I'm going to end the mission here. That leaves a sort of proper size episode of about a quarter of an hour as well. and simply end the mission. See what the Grand Officer says. Oh, I'm headed straight to the bedroom because Fred Bradley, when the other Typhoons got shot down, apparently. Yeah, 2 flights of Typhoons. That's of course 4 Typhoons, not just me and my wingman. So I guess they dealt with the Jerry's, the German fighters, while I went after that place. Balloon went up today. We got all the fighting we wanted and a bit more. I'm gonna head over to the ops room though. I want to get a debriefing. Target status. Confirmed at Erville. That's the HQ of the Animal Signal Service. It's been damaged, but not completely destroyed, at least not yet. Large admin blocks as well as the aerial structures. Probably going to take another mission to really finish that. But I'll save the game and hope you'll join me for another video later on. Until then, go in peace.